What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today, Poppy is gonna rant about cutting. And if you don't know what that is, that's just making videos. It's an actual app that you download on your phone and you use it to make videos. But this ain't no tutorial video. This is just the fact that your boy started doing that because your boy had a problem. I started doom scrolling like a maniac, and it's all because I found a lot of time where you don't have to pay attention very much. Like, you can be on your phone scrolling and multitasking time. And that's basically because my son he's just sitting there playing. He's just figuring out life, and it's cute and all for the first 5-10 minutes, but you do that for 8 hours a day, it gets a little yeah, he's boring. It bores me from time to time, so your boy's on his phone. And don't get on me for like saying, oh, you're not a good parent if you're not super just staring at your child the whole freaking. Get the hell out of here. If that's what you believe, just click out right now. I do not want to people like that to say that. I had a kid that died. You don't think I appreciate the time that I have with my son? I do, but it can get boring. This is the reason why it just happens. It happens. It's boring. I don't need to defend myself because the fact is I own up to my problems. And the problem was doom scrolling. All right. So doom scrolling was a real big issue for me. And I have ADHD like a mother. I have ADHD and I constantly need feedback all the time. And if I don't get it, then I lose my attention span. And you can tell from the content I have in my video. It's so random at times. And you can see from the shorts I put, they're very random. A lot of times, upset they tend to lean on to some more Trump stuff and political stuff. And I'll get into that in a minute. But for the most part, I picked up a habit of cap cutting or clip cutting, making shorts, making reels, making TikTok videos, whatever, however you want to call it, to get off the habit of watching them, consuming them, because I had to lose a bad habit, right? But then if you lose a bad habit or what you consider is bad, you have to fill it with something, and you got to fill it with something constructive. I feel so that you're more likely to stay with it. Like alcoholics go to AA meetings because rather than spend their time drinking, they're gonna talk in a room with other people about drinking. It helps keep your sobriety. I mean, yada yada. But you fill a hole with something positive or constructive. It doesn't necessarily need to be positive. It just needs to be a lesser poison than the one you're taking, right? And I'm not telling you to not doom scroll. I'm not. You can do whatever you want with your time. I'm just saying, if you're quitting a habit that you feel is bad, you should find something that you could fill it that is not as bad. And I would say, if it's something constructive, something that makes you money, or something in that nature that just brings you overall just more happiness in a not just a content consuming way, but just like creating or whatever it is. Bike rides, like I love going bike rides right now. Things like that. Do it. You have to fill that hole. Just don't cut a bad habit without a plan. So my plan was to stop doom scrolling, was to make the videos for people to doom scroll on. So that's why I did it, and I did it just for a creative relief, or and to not doom scroll. And then I quickly realized that it could be very, very lucrative. So let's talk about that real quick. And let's click over here. So this is my charts for my YouTube. So the last 90 days, you'll notice that there's nothing all the way here. That's because I was moving. Your boy was moving, and then all of this happened. All right, this is all these big jumps are all from shorts. All from shorts. Some short form content is part of this, but most of it's shorts. And you can easily see right here that I have made about $222. And I know this thing says that this is for 90 days, but remember, there's nothing going on here. I didn't make any content, and it's all right here. And as you can see where I took it seriously, then I got bored, and I took it seriously again, and I took it seriously again, and then I just kind of petered out. I kind of lost interest doing it, as I do with many things. But let's just talk about what I did in that time frame of me doing it. And real quick, I'm not going to stop doing this because I enjoy it and it keeps me from doom scrolling. But let me tell you how much money I made. So totally, obviously, there's going to be some long form content here. I think there was like Fallout Vegas London made like $7. So not all of this is short form, but majority of it is short form. I'd say at least $180 or more of this $222 right here is from shorts. You can see that I got a total of 1 million views in that time frame, in that 90 days, which was my ultimate goal, or that 28 days was my ultimate goal, was to get 1 million, not necessarily about the money, but 1 million views. It's crazy. I've never had 1 million views a total on in this channel, and I kind of was chasing that. And so let's go ahead and let's talk about these top performer videos. And you'll see it. I got 2 videos that went semi-viral, I guess, and then everything else is like basically below 15K. Let me just double click that. How do I adjust that for just the views? So you can see all these. Everything below this one is below 20,000 views. But you'll see up here the most highest performing video has the least amount, and that's because you get demonetized. Because they talked about Nazis or drugs, whatever, in that video. And that video was a fun video. I spent about half an hour making that video, and I only made $1.41. This Trump Melania one, I probably spent 10 minutes making this video. I made $9. This Gambit Deadpool, probably another 10 minutes, I think, or so. Maybe somewhere in there. It made 64 cents because it got demonetized. Slim Shady, probably about 20 minutes doing this. For some reason, this video is really hard to edit. And I made $4 for that. Elon Musk video, probably spent 20 minutes making this, made $3. And you keep going down the list and down the list, and you can see that it's not that much money. You don't really make that much money making these videos whatsoever. Basically, you get 1,000 views, you get maybe $2, just under $2. 10,000 views, you get $2 for 10,000 views. So it's not a lot of money made here. So you make it up in volume. You get $2 if you got 100 videos. That's $200, right? So it's not that crazy money. It's not lucrative, but $222 is nothing to pout about. I think the first year of actually making money on YouTube, I made $400. So I made half of what I made in a whole year in a month making shorts. It can be very lucrative, especially if, majority of I think 70% of Americans can't afford a random $500 bill. And I think majority, like 80-90% can afford a $1,000 bill. Why do you think that, people's going bankrupt left and right? Credit debt is through the freaking roof. Like, people can't afford things because, and you can argue inflation, like government this, government that. No. I'm tell people you can't afford things because you don't make enough money per your budget. I know that sounds mean, but if you make X amount of dollars and you spend more than X amount of dollars, that's not inflation's fault. That's your poor budgeting skills. That, or your poor your job that you. I'm not. It's hard. I know in a lot of places, but all I'm saying is don't blame the economy and inflation for your place. But guess what? No one unfortunately cares about the individual America. I'm going on another rant here. No one cares, because guess what happens when banks run out of money? The government comes in and saves them. No one's going to come to save you. This is why you got to take accountability for your finances, because no one's going to save you. No one's going to save you. Maybe you have a rich aunt or your parents or whatnot, but for the most part, most of you, no one's here to save you. And that's why I get on that about just people and that they blame the economy for everything. That's not the reason why you're broke. More than likely, the reason why you're broke is because you have poor budgeting skills, or you just don't make enough money, or both. So I know that sounds kind of mean, but guess what? No one's gonna save you. So it should sound mean, and no one's gonna save you unless you're a bank and you like Silicon Valley Bank, and we can get into that in another video, and you blow out all your money on bad investments, and then you put your hand out to the government, say we lost all the money, can you help us out here and get your all your money? Yeah, technically wasn't, a bailout per se. It's still a bailout. No one's gonna save you, unfortunately. You can file bankruptcy, that's not gonna save you from being homeless. So keep that word for thought. Food for thought. I don't know. So back to this point, I kept cutting. Well, we got a weird topic tangent there. So, cap cutting. Yeah, you can make some good money. It's good money, but you can see what I was saying. 30 minutes for this video made nothing. 20, 30, 20, 30 minutes here, make $2 here, $3. There's not a lot of money here. And if you watch these, you clip these, Google it. Everyone say you can make $300 a day. This guy says you can make $500 a day. $500 per day making this video. Let's just take a look at this person's thing. Let's look at it. So she has 1.5 million subs. She can easily make that kind of money if, depending on how many views she gets per video. She can easily make that kind of money, but let's see what she's doing. Right here, all this stuff, she can do that. Look at all these views. She's probably making, she get $1 million. I think it's like close to 10,000. I think you make like 10 grand if you get 1 million views for a video like that. It's like crazy. You can make some good money if you're these people. But if you're a small content creator, I'm not poo-pooing or whatever, baddie in the business, which, okay, whatever. So you're bad at business. You're not her. And if you are her, you're not going to spend your time cap cutting like this, because your long form content makes good video money. I mean, you get good ad revenue for them. So if you were looking at this to make some serious money, you can, but it's going to take a lot of effort. And you're going to have to do a lot of editing. And you're going to have to get really good at editing. And you're going to have to make multiple accounts. So now let me talk about the multiple account thing. So right here, this Trump video. Right here, I got $9 for 46,000 views, right? From what I can tell from my research, a lot of cap cutters or people that do this really full time make a good career out of it, and you can make a good career out of it. Imagine if you had 10 different accounts like this, 10 different, and you're just like 10 accounts. You're sharing the same video for the most part. You can share 10 different accounts, and so if you have 10 accounts, and let's say half of them made $9 for, let's say, a 30-minute video that you made, right? Half of them made $9. So that's roughly what, $45 you made for a 10-minute video. That's $10 for 45 minutes of work. I mean, $45 for 10 minutes of work. That's almost $100. Or what was I saying? 20 minutes? I don't know. You see what I'm saying? If you multiply it, then yeah. And then you're saying, oh, then you're just flooding the market with the same content. Yes, you are. But remember, people are doom scrolling. They want the content. You're feeding their drug. You're like a drug dealer, and then you're just feeding their habits. All right, that's what you're doing. And then you're just trying to make money. People's poor choices. So yeah, you can make, if you were to make multiple accounts, you can make something like this very, very, very lucrative. And if you get something like even like the $3 view videos, or things like that, you can make quite a bit of money doing it if you enjoy making videos like this. And that's why I say, if you like making videos like this, do it. Do it. But if you don't, I say find another hobby. Maybe your hobby doesn't need the hole that you're filling doesn't need to make money. It just needs to feed your soul. Making videos feeds my soul. And my curious brain was like, how much kind of money can I make? So I fed two addictions I have already on this one thing. But as you can see over here, they peter out. I get busy. I think right here, we had family in town. I'm not doing that. So am I going to continue? The question is, am I going to keep doing this? Hell yeah, I'm going to do this. If I can make $200 extra every single month, that'd be nice. I could put in my son's college fund. He's not going to go to college, or I'm not going to pay for his college. So let's just say that. Or something. I could do something with it. I've been wanting a drone to make videos with. Maybe once I get enough money from cap cutting, I can buy a drone, which actually not a bad idea. But like that's what I'm saying. Like if you just want something to do to make a little bit of money, and you like making videos like me, do it. But If you want to make a career out of it, it's going to be tough. You got to get several accounts and you're going to treat it like a proper job. For sure, going to treat it like a proper job. And you're probably going to work more than your normal 9 to 5, just because it's more readily available. So you can start working at any time you have found time. Like, I was editing a video while I was cooking dinner last night, waiting for the chicken to cook. Luckily, I didn't burn the chicken. So you're going to be working quite a bit if you want to do it. But if you enjoy doing it, then why the hell not? Why the hell not? But when you see this and you see these videos where people are like $300 a day, don't. There's a lot. There's a lot to do to make $300 a day making shorts. You gotta spend. There's a lot of hours. That day, that $300 a day, you was extrapolated by a year's worth of work creating other YouTube accounts, growing those accounts, editing video. Like, you got like those. I hate stuff that mislead people like that. Um, but hopefully I'm not misleading you in this video. So with all that said, is there anything else I wanted to talk about here? Well, nope. That's it. That's it. That's my journey cap cutting. Oh yeah. Well, last thing I want to talk about is all this right wing content I'm making. So you can see there's a lot of Trump stuff. As you can see, Trump stuff gets views. So regardless if I agree with it or not, or if it's entertaining or I feel like people are going to watch it, I will make a video out of it. And you can call that selling out. But if I'm selling out for $3, if I sell out for $3, then like I guess I'm a sellout because I'm not doing it. The thing is, the reason why I got so into it was I was chasing this million view thing. I wanted the views, so I'm a view whore because I've never got a million views. So I really wanted it. So anything that would do it would push me off the edge. I would do it. I would do it. If I could send videos of my feet and I knew I would get a million views total on the YouTube, I'd do it just to hit that million milestone. Um, but yeah, I just made the content, dude. And you know what? A lot of times I really enjoyed making these videos. I enjoy editing. I enjoy finding ways to edit. I figured out a way to use AI voice and then, that dubs over the video and then you still use captions. I figured out a lot of cool things that I use for my normal stuff, like my normal my shorts content, like when I'm working on my bike on my computer and stuff. While CapCut, I learned a lot of freaking skills. Cap cutting. Try not to swear anymore. I don't want to get demonetized. You learn a lot of stuff doing this stuff, and it translates out into everything else I do when it comes to making videos. So with that said, it's been so much fun. It's been a blast. I think everyone, um, if you have a bad habit that you want to kick, before you kick the bad habit, figure out what you're gonna fill the hole with. All right, figure it out. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Catch you on the next one. Peace.